Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a problem. I don't think I consciously want to have my own way, but what I tend to do is jump up, want done before everybody else my way, so nobody's kind of got a...
Choice.
A choice. And in fact, Mr. Spain is now quicker off the mark than me, so we're both. He plays me. We were last year I was doing a play and he loved, and I now find out, wanted to buy this particular apartment, and he showed it to me. I went, oh, I can't deal with that. Just don't want to know. I don't want to know. So okay. So about a month later it was that apartment. No, I don't want to talk about it. No, he said, no, I'm not talking about it. No, I wouldn't dream of it. No, we don't want it. Not. No, Linda, we don't want it. Well, we might. No, you forget it. You get on. You just... So then I said, can I go and see it again? No, you don't want to see it again. No. I do. I want to see it. You wouldn't want to buy it. I do. I want to buy it now.
Oh, he's good.
Oh, yes, he's very
Well, I came from a big family, so I never really got my own way anyway. But my brother did. I mean, a family of 5, you're there and everything. But my brother, being the only boy in the family, always got his own way. And in fact, we used to do everything for him. You know, I'll do that for you, Ron. Don't do that. I'll do that for you, Ron. And so, by the time he got married, now I've got to retrain him now to do things for me. But one person who is very good at things, my daughter, Jessica, she said to me, I said, I'm going out shopping, I'm going to buy a top or something. She went, oh, I'll come with you, Mum, I'll come to help. I thought, it's really sweet of her, lovely. Very weird, but very sweet. So off we go.
How old is she?
16.
OK.
Wrapped me around a little bit, honestly. I went, oh, yeah, lovely, darling, that'd be nice. So we go into one with, like, hangers, like, oh, look, Mum, you know that, you know, my underwear, I really need some, like, you know, I went, oh, all right, if you really need some, OK, then fine, we get some. So she's gone up money for that. Meanwhile, in there, fine, go to another shop. Look in there, comes back, see these sandals, Mum, they'd go lovely with that top, that's... I went, oh, yeah, you're right, they will. So she's convinced me now that in there, another shop, it's a pair of trousers and a top. I've come back with one bag, she's got about 5 bags. Yeah. I thought, what went wrong there, then? She's gone now, she's got all the outfit on. See you, Mum, see you later, I've got... Oh, she's gone with the whole outfit on. It's not fair, twist your own little finger.
Oh, I must admit... The kind of problem with the whole getting your own way thing is all right if one of you is really laid back and it sort of works that way. The problem is when you both think you're right. In our house, the problem is I know I'm right. Steve just thinks he is. And it does cause a little bit of a tussle back down, and we're fairly... Oh, well, some would say stubborn. And how I kind of try and get around it, I've worked out that you have to sort of come at it sideways. It doesn't really work because that doesn't work. Say, for example, you know, we knocked our house down, all this sort of thing. So we were there yesterday, and it's a right old mess, big building site, and we were talking about how we want the patio done and this sort of thing. He wanted it over there. So we sort of chatted it through. So basically, it came down to sort of base tactics. So if you let me have it over there, I'll pay you in kind.
Oh, didn't you?
He's had his first deposit. And today we're giving away the next. I can't believe I said that. To be in with a chance, here's a question you need to answer correctly. What was the name she got married? Was it A, Carla Bruni, B, Laura Bruni, or C, Sarah Bruni? Call 09012 931 941. Calls cost £1 from BT Landline, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Text WIN plus your answer A, B or C to 63337. Text costs £1 plus 1 standard network rate message. Digital Saturn now. You can also enter for free at itv.com. Entrance must be 18 or over. All lines close at 10 a.m. Friday the 27th of June. Entries made after this time will... Good luck with that. Now, we're delighted our first guest has found time to join us today ahead of her first ever celebration of PE and school sport across England. Now, a double gold ago, she's used her heroine status to encourage more young people to get involved in sport. Let's hear more as we welcome Dame Kelly Holmes. So not only being national sports champion...
That's right,
What does that mean exactly?
Well, I've been doing the role for 3 years. It's a government-backed role, but basically how it came about is that I had retired. During my career, when I was injured a lot, I used to work in schools around the local area and really enjoy encouraging youngsters to kind of be the best they can be. So I kind of spoke to Tessa Jar. I'd really like to do something in schools because I felt that maybe my experience of school sport and PE was really positive, and I was hearing all the negative sides of what was going on. and I've been working really hard to kind of develop, make changes, help the school sports strategy, making sure that
And are things changing? Because, you know, we've been hearing for years that there is no such thing...
Well, no, I mean, it's been really interesting journey for the 3 years to see what actually is happening, and it is so positive out there at the moment. Of course, there's more to be done, and there is anyway. In particular is that schools are realising that they have to engage every child. Not everybody's sporty and keen and wants to be an Olympic champion like I did, but actually the benefits of sport, what it brings, leadership, the kind of communication that they have with their peers and elders is the positive sides, and that's what we should be encouraging. So when I go into schools these days, instead of it just being the traditional sports, which are people that want to do team sports, that love being as competitive as... There's other sports that are in, like climbing, martial arts, all of those. So, and on average, I think schools offer about 17 different types of sport and activity now, which is different to what... Yeah, absolutely. And it's about fun. And I mean, I saw you out there in the egg and spoon race. I was very jealous. I used to love that at school. That was actually my forte.
Was it because you knew you could have...
No, it's to be able to celebrate like you do across the line, have the eyes popping out. And the sack race and the, you know, the three-legged, I loved it.
Well, it's fun as well, isn't it? You see that gloom.
Because it did, didn't it? 20 years ago, it went against that whole thing about, oh, children mustn't feel competitive and they mustn't... But, I mean, that's life.
You have to be competitive. I mean, as we all know, the world is more so. So it doesn't matter about bumping and boozing, losing and winning. You have to learn all those experiences.
But you have to learn to be a good winner and a good loser.
Absolutely.
Because you'll do both at some point in your life.
Like we all know, and you have to learn how to deal with that. And if you don't do it at a young age, then what's going to happen later?
Are schools encouraging that, though? Because all of a sudden, you know, all these goody two-shoes, they have losers now. Everybody should be the same.
No, that has changed a lot. I mean, we are trying to get the message out there that competitiveness in sport is good. So what's now happened is, instead of these, I had this kind of brainwave that maybe we should celebrate what's going on in school so people see the positive side. So when the Prime Minister came into power last year, I kind of went knocking on doors saying, you know, I think it'd be a really good idea to have a National School Sport Week. So for the first time ever, from next week, 30th of June to the 4th of July, we're doing a National School Sport, million children to all participate in sport within that week. And the idea of it is for schools to celebrate what's happening at the moment, profile may want to do in the media and the community, get the parents to know what the kids are doing at school now, because I think sometimes that doesn't really come across, and launch new activities like bringing more in-tuition, mini festivals for primary schools, using the senior kids to kind of lead the primary young kids, because that peer representation really, really positive. I'll do my little plug. Noy Junior is supporting it because I'm going to be going in a helicopter around the country. I am. I'm going around the country, and it's to put in their plans about what they will show me as I go around. And it has been a brilliant response, and we kind of picked the winners. And so I'm going to places like Tyne and Weir, Grantham, Devon, Bromsgrove, all over.
In your helicopter?
In the helicopter, yes. I'm going to be like landing down, seeing what they're doing.
To actually land on?
I'm not going to be top rope and abseiling from my army days. No, but of course there is. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and they are engaging, but it's really to engage all the youngsters, because I believe it's a real positive thing to have school sport and PE.
Definitely.
We have to do it. We need to do more age, and I think that's kind of the message is getting across. So we've been really working hard. Youth Sport Trust, who I work with on this, have been really working hard to make sure that everybody knows the profile of the work, and that children that maybe aren't engaged in sport at the moment do more. So each day that I go around, some could be profiling January, and they're speaking about getting more teenage girls back into sport. We might be profiling the work that they're now doing, some with leadership, festivals, because they have what's called school sport partnerships, where all the schools work together to develop big community sort of based events, and that's what we're hoping we're going to do. So
it's such a brilliant example as well. I mean, the kids must look up to you. It must make a massive difference to have somebody like you on board.